So the next part of the story goes a lot like me and my dude, right? Okay, so I was crazy about him and he was crazy about me. We were inseparable. But he got on drugs. Y'all, he got on drugs. And the drugs was bad. The drugs was no good. And usually when you love yourself, when you love others more than you love yourself, you tend to prioritize others. You prioritize other people's health, their well-being. You sacrifice and sacrifice. You give all you got until you ain't got shit left. If I showed y'all my older pictures versus how I am today, maybe I could find one. Hold on, let me put it up. I can't even lie. I just looked and I couldn't find anything. So maybe that's just a story for another day. Or maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Maybe it was just that I had a heavy heart back then. Needless to say. Yeah, the person who I was in love with. I was so in love with him. I loved him more than I could put love into myself. Even though I was still living on myself still. I was still going through my transition. I was still, staying on my shit, basically, because that was always the plan. That was always the goal. Even though I was staying on my shit, I still would sacrifice little things when I know I could have had put more effort into myself. Instead, I put it into them. Needless to say, do I regret it? Absolutely not. It just only showed me who I am. It just only made things make sense for, it made shit make sense in a way where it's like, okay, I know I have a heart. Okay, I know I'm loving. Okay, I know I'm different, because you don't see that everywhere, right? But it wasn't until me loving him didn't change anything, Sometimes when you love people, they would try to hurt themselves to try to make you prove your love to them. They would try to do things in vicious ways, because they know that your heart is big. They know that your heart hurts when they do things to hurt themselves. But those are dangerous people to be around. Those are what we consider narcissists. That is a form of narcissism. Emotionally manipulating you, pulling your heartstrings. Needless to say, it wasn't until we got kicked out of every goddamn place which I could be that I chose me. I said, you know what? I could do bad by my goddamn self. And as much as I love you, well, needless to say, I did take him home to his hometown, even though he told his mom what I was. And then that was really the departure, because she didn't know. She didn't know that I was trans, of course. But the fact that he told her, and it made her hate him and disown him, and to the point where we both got kicked out the goddamn house. Bitch. That's a whole nother story. Let me know if y'all want to know this story. Let me see the likes in the comments, okay? Let me know.